Checking in with the introduction to Travels in West Africa by Mary Henrietta Kingsley, where we get a short, brief thing of her on the boat with the governor's lady, basically as a companion, and then we get into Sierra Leone and her arriving on the coast and Sierra Leone itself. And I think the reason why I decided to read this book out loud is that Mary Kingsley, for all her running herself down for not having great language, is a really good describer. There is a real knack to being able to describe landscape, to being able to describe, just cities, how things are laid out in a way that's engaging and that does not make me fall asleep. I oftentimes find that really, really boring to read. I think it's probably helped by the fact that I'm reading out loud, but I think reading it out loud has it can activate, it can make me not skip over sections, but also I'm not allowed to skip over sections. So if it's grinding, if it's rote, if it's just not engaged, it's like, oh well, then I get to be there for all the boring bits. And this isn't boring bits. It's actually like, oh, you're coming alive here, describing stuff as we go along. So yeah, it's a British white lady coming into West Africa and describing what she sees, and that's got its definite inherent negatives. She doesn't probably know the history. In some ways, that's fine, because the history that she would be able to provide would be the English history of this area. So her just describing stuff without reference to that history might actually be the best case scenario here. It's like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm expecting to see. I'm going to just tell you what I'm seeing here. Which isn't to say that she doesn't have expectations, and that does shape how she sees stuff. But, it's travel literature, so you just got to throw yourself into that, accept that this is the viewpoint character. I'm a clueless white guy. She is a probably much less clueless English woman of the era. So she is my guide in this book, and I'm enjoying her language, which is a number one. All right, I'll leave it there.